Thanks for checking out this video on rnrmagonline.com. I am excited today to be joined by Jeff Jones, who is the CEO of BioSheen Services in Oklahoma City and in Texas and Dallas. He's also the Director of Forensic Operations for the Global Biorisk Advisory Council. And I wanted to have a conversation with Jeff today about something that's making headlines all over the world, starting in China and now spreading across the US and other continents. We're talking about the coronavirus. So Jeff, I'm going to throw it right over to you and ask at this point, what do we know about the forensic or about the coronavirus and what's happening today?
Good morning to you. First, let's talk about what we know and then what we don't know. I just got this about an hour ago from Dr. Gavin McGregor Skinner on my cell phone, who's one of the leading authorities on infectious agents in the world. And according to the WHO, the World Health Organization, and national authorities, there have been at least 44 confirmed cases outside of China of this infectious agent. 8 cases in Thailand, 5 in the USA and Australia, 4 in Singapore, Taiwan, Malaysia, and South Korea, 3 in France and Japan, 2 in Vietnam, and 1 in Nepal, and 1 in Canada. So it's on the move. So let's go back to what we know. Sun Tzu, in his book, The Art of War, said, if you know yourself and not the enemy, you'll face defeat half the time on the battlefield. Well, this is microbial warfare. So let's get to know our enemy. This evidently started in the market region of Wuhan district, which has a population of about 11.5 million. And then people there, their market areas contain live animals there. It appears by the critical incident data that we've acquired, a bat was the reservoir. And so this started as a zoonotic virus, meaning animal to animal. And then the bat infected a snake. There the virus mutated and infected human beings. And we don't know if that was from snake meat or improper handling or snake fecal matter got on the person, but it mutated and now it's human to human. And so this can go airborne. We know that it can live on surfaces for days. One of the things that we're looking at, though, right now with China is the Chinese New Year and the Lunar Festival that's coming. Well, what a lot of people don't realize is this is one of the greatest migrations of human beings on the planet. You're going to have about 400 million people migrating in for this because they celebrate New Year's different than Westerners do. We'll go to Times Square or go to Los Angeles or places and congregate. The Chinese go back to their place of birth and to their families. And so young people in metropolitan areas go back to the countryside. People from all over the world of Chinese origin go back to the place of their origins, their family roots. Well, that festival is going to end this week. So you've got 400 million people that are ready to disperse all over the planet. And let's just use the case in Chicago. When that individual left, they showed no signs because we do not know the incubation period of this particular virus right now. So is it 7 days? Is it 21 days? That we don't know. But we do know it's a coronavirus. And from past histories, things that we've learned is this is going airborne. It can live on surfaces for days, and it's highly infectious.
Okay, so what is the role of forensic operators going to be as this spreads, especially here in the US?
Well, the primary role of forensic operators in any time they get called is to take a biologically hostile environment and render that a safe environment through the proper techniques of forensic cleaning and professional disinfecting.
Okay, so if a restoration contractor gets called on to help clean up somewhere where someone has had the coronavirus, what do they need to know before even starting to tackle a job like that?
Okay, first and foremost, this isn't crime scene cleaning. This is a known infectious agent. So according to the Global Biorisk Advisory Council, we'll just call them GBAC for the rest of this interview. This is a tier 4. And so just like in all tiers, the primary directive is safety. Safety for the forensic operators and safety for the team that follows there. Protect yourself. You're going to need When I said it's a tier 4, then it's a risk level 3. So you're going to need complete microporous fibers suits to include booties and hoods. I would recommend 2 pairs of medical grade, not food grade, medical grade nitrile gloves with an exterior glove that goes up closer to the elbow of at least 5 mil, because you're going to be working and handling things. Keep some duct tape around. I think everybody saw the movie Contagion, where the person got a rip, or was it Outbreak? One of the two, in their suit. And this is not the situation where you want to go, oops. So have some tape around to tape your suit up. You need respiratory protection. I would highly recommend under these conditions, PAPRs, powered air purifying respirators, which is what my team utilizes with and what we train with at GBAC. And so that way you've got eye protection. It's the eye, nose, and throat triangle, which are the most susceptible to these infections right there. Also realize that when we're going out on anything, cleaning is the heart and soul of this, forensic cleaning. So any cleaner, especially a forensic cleaner, always ask himself, what are we cleaning and why? There are 2 reasons to clean anything: health and appearance. You can clean something for appearance, and it's still biologically a hostile environment. If you clean for health, appearance will take care of itself. But let's just back up for a second. What's the definition of cleaning? According to Dr. Michael Berry with the EPA, cleaning is defined as the removal of soil, both visible and invisible. Forensic cleaning is defined as the removal of biological contaminants to prepare surfaces, both vertical and horizontal, for professional disinfecting. In a logical flow of discussion, then the next question would be, well, then what is professional disinfecting? Here in the United States, that would be defined as the application of an EPA-registered hospital-grade tuberculocidal disinfectant proven to kill both gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria and all known pathogens, and inactivate both enveloped and non-enveloped viruses. You cannot kill a virus because it's not a living organism. So the proper term that we want to use is inactivate. If you use forensic cleaning and you use professional disinfecting, and there's actually a protocol for that, I would use a pre-disinfecting for a pathogenic knockdown, go in and use forensic cleaning, and then follow with a post-op disinfecting. But, disinfecting actually has 3 critical parts to it. There's the disinfectant, there's the delivery system, and then there's the operator themselves. So if you have that EPA registered hospital grade tuberculocidal disinfectant with a 6-log kill, and then you've got an excellent delivery system, and I really don't mean a pump up sprayer. Today, because of where we're at, we've got electrostatic sprayers out there, and it's also going to be very hard to not recognize the proficiency and efficacy of the binary ionization technology utilizing IHP, ionized hydrogen peroxide. If you've got proper tools, proper bug juice, and a trained operator, you can go out and successfully negotiate this. This is an enveloped virus, and so it's easier to inactivate than, say, a neurovirus, which is a non-enveloped virus.
Okay. So instances like this tend to incite a little bit of panic among people. Is there anything that you would recommend forensic operators or restoration contractors do in their communities to kind of help ensure, hey, this can be cleaned, hey, we can get ahead of this, hey, we can help?
Sure. Use proper terms and develop a proper vocabulary, and let them know this is an enveloped virus. This is on the food chain, one of the easier ones to inactivate. All we have to do is crack the shell right there, and we can inactivate the virus. And once that's done, it's not going to activate itself again. If you have proper knowledge, proper tools, and proper training, and training is everything.
Yep. Okay. So that leads right into my last question for you. Where can restoration contractors go to get trained to be certified forensic operators or to handle cleanup like this?
Well, right now, the Global Biorisk Advisory Council is going to be conducting training, not learning. Students learn. Microbial warriors train. That's all the difference in the world. We're going to be training in Dallas on the 4th through the 7th, and we're going to be setting up scenarios for infectious agents where you'll be doffing, utilizing tools and techniques of forensic cleaning and professional disinfecting. Here's the deal about training, and this goes back to, in my youth in the martial arts and even back when I worked SWAT. When the caca hits the fan, you will not rise to the occasion. You'll fall back to your level of training.
Okay, perfect. All right, Jeff, is there anything else you want to add before we wrap it up?
Yeah, as forensic operators, and one of the things that we do, and people think, oh, you clean crime scenes and you go out and deactivate viruses and you do all this type of work. That's really not what we do. Let me tell you in a nutshell what we do. Okay, the Navajo have this belief that for a person to live a long and healthy and happy life, they have to live in balance. The Navajo word for that is hozo. So you have to live in balance, both physically, mentally, and spiritually. When someone calls us, one of our clients, the balance in their lives has been disturbed, and sometimes violently. Really, what we do as forensic operators is we go out and we restore that balance in people's lives and in our communities, so that once again, people can live what the Navajo call the Nijoni, the beautiful life, and walk in beauty. That's really what we do.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jeff. And thank you
It's
to
an honor.
those of you who are watching this video. Jeff has a great article that's coming out in the March, where are we at here? The February issue of R&R. It's called The Forensic Files. It's the first in hopefully a series of articles coming from him. And Jeff has a really neat story that he's starting to share through R&R and his journey to become a forensic operator, and how hopefully there's going to be an industry of future forensic operators coming up behind him, and how there's amazing new training out there. So thank you so much, Jeff, for your insight. We appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon.
Hey, train hard, work safe, and walk in beauty.